Division. On the left of your screen, Prieto, she is giving chase to Thornton right now. And Thornton looking strong.
You know, a lot of these athletes, Ted, will practice these events as soon as they see them. And this was up, you know, before these athletes got here to Madison, Wisconsin. This was up on the website, so a lot of these athletes knew what this event would entail. So they'll practice them, and then they'll know where they need to take breaks, where they can push the pace a little bit more. So this muscle up presenting a problem for some of these ladies. You see Fugari there struggling on the right in the pink top.
Back to Thornton in the middle of your screen there, taking a breath. She is in the lead, and she has lapped Prieto, who is just to her left. But right now, she is just moving strong. Is Thornton in the lead and in command?
You know, we're starting to see her break them up more, but we haven't seen her get a no rep, and we have not seen her like get halfway up and then have to come back down without completing the rep. So I think she's being smart in how she manages her rest. Because you don't want to have a no rep, you don't want to get halfway up and have to come back down and have that wasted effort.
Again, that's Thornton, our leader.
Such a high-skilled gymnastics movement that, you know, a female gymnast, they don't work on the rings. It's just the guys that use the rings in competition. So this is pretty cool to see that a lot of these ladies have been able to figure this out and turn this into a strength of theirs, like Eva Thornton.
For more on that ring muscle up movement, let's go down to the floor and Nick Zielinski.
Justin, kind of speaking to your point, it was 10 years ago we were watching in Aromas, and we saw Annie Thorisdottir get that first ring muscle up, and it was like we found a pot of gold with the women. Fast forward to now in 2018, a long way from Carson. We started this Masters division in that dusty track and field, and these women are banging out muscle-ups. Is it surprising or not surprising? We have some women that these are a strength, and some of these women obviously still working. Obviously very impressive, but does it surprise you some are struggling like they are, or is that kind of par for the course here?
I think it's just par for the course, simply because you've got different athletes with different strengths. You know, we don't know how some of them might have started CrossFit a year ago, and they're still trying to master some of these things. And everybody's got different goats or different things that are sticking points for them. And, you know, it's just up to an individual athlete, especially at this level, to try to work on those weaknesses and turn them into strengths. And some have been able to do that, and some are still have things that come up as problematic for them.
Back to Thornton, our leader, who has made her way to the box jumps. 8 minutes gone by, 13-minute cap.
And Ted, she has built such a lead with how efficient she was on those muscle-ups that she can be really deliberate here, just as long as she's smooth, because smooth is fast right now.
Again, this is Thornton, our leader. 8 minutes, 30 seconds gone by. 13-minute cap here, event number 7 for the Masters Women 50 to 54 age division.
She's still minimizing the number of steps that she takes on top of the box, which I like to see. So she has her own strategy on this. She's jumping up, getting both feet on the box, and then taking one step all the way across the box with one foot, and then stepping down.
She is out there all alone.
Oh, wow.
On the box jumps.
I'm sure when she saw this event come up and saw that they had to complete 30 muscle-ups, she was probably smiling at that point.
And as we see her take her rest right now, Justin, she knows she can afford to do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, she can look around and she knows that she is well ahead of the next closest competitor. So she can take her time. I'll bet you if she saw other competitors come back out and join her on the box jump overs, she'd be able to pick up her pace.
So Thornton in dominant fashion takes event number 7 at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
Wow. Well, we said if you could master the muscle-ups, you could win this event, and that's exactly what she did.
And even as she broke them up in the later rounds of those muscle-ups, each one looked almost identical.
Yeah, it really did. You know, she didn't have any bobbles. She wasn't getting halfway up and then having to come back down. Great form, nice big kip to get up and over the rings, and then a little bit of a kick with her feet to press out the top of that ring dip.
And we still do not see anyone else yet out to the box jumps. And so now Prieto is going to come out, still working on the squats. Prieto was in second, so this just gives you an idea of how much of a lead Thornton really had.
Yeah, and she received that no rep. She just didn't go low enough on that first rep on that back squat. So she had to complete 4 reps to finish that round.
So now Prieto competing in her first games, looking for a second place finish here with 2 minutes remaining.
So now this is the part of the event where you just have to put your head down, especially when you've got another competitor right next to you. You've just got to put your head down and go. It hurts, it burns.
Now there's Valkenburg on the left of your screen. She's the defending champion from this division, and she comes into the day in 8th place. How much does that surprise you, or how much does that speak to the overall competitive nature of this division?
Well, it told me 2 things. Well, first of all, it really did surprise me. I'm surprised that a champion coming back in, was so far down the leaderboard. Now we've seen her start to fight her way back. She started the day yesterday in 13th place. By the end of the day, she was in 8th place. So she made up a lot of ground, but I was a little bit surprised to see a former champion that far down on day 2 of competition. But it also tells me that a lot of these other ladies have worked really, really hard between last year's games and now to be able to come in and do as well as they have done.
And that's Rose Wall on the right of your screen. In 4th right now in this event. Came in 6th on the day. Both Valkenburg and Wall looking to make a big move. As Prieto comes in.
That was huge for Prieto. That was her second place finish in an event this week.
This is Valkenburg, again the defending champion who entered the day in 8th place.
So far, her best finish has been a 5th place finish, so if she can finish 3rd here, that will help her move up the leaderboard here on moving day.
Janice Spray from Lake Hills CrossFit.
Well, it looks like Spray will sneak in ahead of Van Valkenburg.
She comes in. Now we go back to Valkenburg, and she'll make her way in just under the cap.
Yes.
So the horn sounds, Justin, and from the way that one worked out, we're definitely going to see a lot of movement along that leaderboard.
Yeah, we really will. So it looks like Valkenburg came in 5th in this event. So that'll be her 5th place finish so far this week. And starting in on 5 rounds of 6 muscle-ups. But man, Thornton just took off. She had great form on her back squats. The 165 pounds, really no problem for her. But boy, where she got to those rings, she took off. Look at that great form on the right. Her last rep, her 30th rep, looked just like her first rep. She had to start to break them up towards the later rounds, but she employed a great strategy throughout this event. And she was so far ahead on these box jumps. It was just being smooth and deliberate, keeping her lead, maintaining that lead, and an event win for Eva Thornton in dominant fashion.
And our event winner is down with Nick Zielinski.
Eva Thornton, your 3rd event win of the week, and when you saw that 30 muscle-ups were programmed, what was the level of excitement for you?
Yeah, I won't lie, I was smiling. Anytime there's muscle-ups in a workout, I'm pretty happy.
We could see that in that event win there. Coming up next, we got the swim. Last year in the 45 to 49 division, you finished 7th. How much more ground can you make up later today in that swim?
It's such a difficult one to read. It's a fairly short time cap for the 500 meters. All I know is that I can keep myself afloat for 500 meters. I don't know if I'll make it in the time cap. how everybody else swims. So it's a hit and miss. You're just going to go out there and try and get through it.
What did you learn from last year to prepare you for this year for that swim?
You know what? It's just, you just have to get in the water every so often. I mean, there's no way around it. You just need to sort of be able to swim, say, continuously for 20 minutes. Like I said, I'm not a swimmer. I don't particularly enjoy swimming. So I really only do it when I have to. Because I still kind of try and keep my joy with CrossFit rather than work on all the weaknesses all the time. So, yeah, I feel more comfortable in the water than I did last year. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
We look forward to seeing you. At least you can go cool off. A little hot today, so go have fun. Get a good swim in. We'll see you later today.
Awesome. Thank you.
A big win for Ava Thurton here as we take a look at the overall results. She was 9:37.68, and the next closest competitor was Prieto, 12:16.62. So that is incredible dominance from Thornton, followed there by Spray, and we see at the top 5 right now just the overall range. And I think it's important to note that Valkenburg was able to jump in underneath that cap again. She's the defending champion, trying to make a move here on this Saturday of competition. But it's time for us to move on. Now we're getting ready for the Masters Women 55 to 59 competition here inside the Alliant Energy Center. We're in the Age Group Pavilion 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. I'm Ted Ramey alongside Justin Judkins. We've got Nick Zielinski keeping a close look on the action from the floor. And as we get set, let's take a look at the standings heading into moving day for the women 55 to 59 division. And we've got Mary Beth Prodromides right there at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, very impressive lead. You wouldn't expect anything different from the past champion. She's coming in and showing why she's been on top so many times previously.
Now tell us, Justin, what are our athletes getting into in this event?
Well, they're going to be taking on 5 rounds for time of 3 muscle-ups and 3 back squats. 145 pounds on the bar for the back squats. Once they complete that work, then just to finish things out, a little bit of a cash out, they've got to complete 30 box jump overs on an 18-inch box. They have 13 minutes of a time cap here in which to do all of this work.
And we see Jacqueline Janet there in lane number 9. In the lane, of course, is Mary Beth Prodromides, and that is in lane number 10. As we are getting set here for event number 7. In lane 11, we see Bianca Williams. We're also going to want to keep an eye on Lynn Natman. So let's now take a look at some of our athletes. We've got Bianca Williams on the left and Jacqueline Janet there on the right. This is who we're looking at here heading into this event number 7.
Yeah, so impressed with Jacqueline Janet. Already has 2 event wins under her belt this week. Bianca Williams fighting hard every finish, top 9 or better. And she also has an event win under her belt too.
We are underway here for the women's 55-59 division, event number 7, jump finish at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
And this, I think, will be a sticking point for a lot of ladies in this event. Traditionally, a muscle-up is quite a milestone when you hit it, when you get your first one in the world of CrossFit. So if these ladies can complete these 15 muscle-ups, it's going to set them up very well to finish high in event number 7, jump finish.
Keeping our eye on Bianca Williams, who is making her 3rd games appearance, burst onto the scene with a 2nd place in the 55-59 division in 2016. This is Jacqueline Janet. Center your screen on the squat portion.
145 pounds on the bar for these ladies in this age division.
Back to Williams.
And I like how Williams, so the ladies that can do the back squats, like Mary Beth and Williams, Bianca Williams there, they are running back and forth between the rings and the bar. So it's going to be a race for the ones that can do the muscle-ups.
Again, that's Bianca Williams in the blue top center of your screen. Prodromides there on the left.
And it looks like both ladies, Williams and Prodromides, are going to be able to do these unbroken. Oh yeah, this is going to come right down to who can do the box jumps the fastest.
As we see Williams coming out, we see in the background of the screen Lynn Natman. For a little bit more on her, we'll go to Nick Zielinski.
Thanks, Ted. You know, I'm kind of a stat guy myself. We've all heard of Cal Ripken and Lou Gehrig, the consecutive game streak those guys had, or Peyton Manning in the NFL. Lynn Knappman, she's currently 18 points off the podium. Here's some fun stats for you on Lynn. She's done every single event since the Masters division was created in 2010. That's 51 career events, and she's participated in every single one of them in every single year. Just a crazy, crazy statistic for her as she tries to get on the podium for another time this year. She's coached by Chad McKay, and she's got that veteran experience. But the Cal Ripken or Lou Gehrig or Peyton Manning, if you will, of the Masters division overall, Lynn Knappman.
Yeah, Lynn Knappman in this division was 4th in 2017. She's obviously a model of consistency as we see our leader in the event, Bianca Williams, moving her piece forward.
Okay, these ladies are pretty much going rep for rep. They know that they've got somebody right next to them that's pushing the pace with them, and they're sprinting in between the rings and the back squats. Lynn Knappman, so impressive over the years.
Knappman is from Sydney, Australia. Justin has something in common with you, as she is a high school teacher. She does math.
Got to give a big cheer for the high school teachers out there. Mary Beth on the left in the maroon, pulling ahead, slightly ahead of Bianca Williams on the right in the blue. Now I'm going to be interested to see how both ladies handle these box jump overs. They have to get both feet on the top of the box. Look how Mary Beth kind of has a little bit of a cadence, a little bit of a step ball changeover as she gets on top of the box. And these ladies can step up. They don't have to jump up. They can step up. It is allowed. They just have to get both feet on the top of the box.
Williams and Prodromides are two leaders. Hand is up for Williams.
They've pretty much gone rep for rep this entire event, Ted. And it's going to be a race right down to the very, very finish.
Back and forth, Williams and Prodromides go here. Event number 7. 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
Man, what an exciting finish for these ladies.
And it'll be Williams coming in just ahead of Mary Beth.
She did it on that last set of 15. Wow. Only like 2 seconds, a second and a half separating both ladies there.
And a thumbs up from Williams as she takes event number 7 just a step ahead of Mary Beth Prodromides.
That was very impressive, the way that they managed those ring muscle ups. No problem on the back squat. Jacqueline Genet. I want to see her technique on these ring muscle ups. Great job there.
Genet aged into this division in 2018. Last year in the 50 to 54, she was 14th overall. That was after she was 6th in 54 in 2016 and 9th in 2015.
She's got those long levers, that 145 pounds. She actually has to move that weight a larger or a longer distance than the shorter Mary Beth and Bianca Williams.
The interesting thing about Genet is that she randomly got into CrossFit in 2011. She really liked the Olympic lifting portion of it. And then she set world records in her age group. And since then, she's gotten into the competitive CrossFit. It's obviously been a good choice for her.
It really has. She'll be fun to watch over the coming years, too. It's interesting when you say that the step-ups are allowed, because the different age groups use different techniques according to what the rules are and what is allowed and what isn't allowed. So they're able to step up, make sure that they just touch both feet on the top of the box before they get down to the other side. But though, you know that those legs have been taxed with all of those back squats that they just completed, and now stepping up and over that box, no easy task at this point when the fatigue is set in.
Janae was third entering the day, and she's looking for a third place finish, which she will get, coming in under 7 minutes. Jacqueline Janae trying to hold on to that third place spot, maybe make a move up the leaderboard, but she was behind first and second, but she is keeping pace. This is Fahey now in the middle of your screen. Sixth entering the day. She was 17th in the 50 to 54 division in 2017.
So notice how with her second step, so her first step, she steps up on top of the box. Her second step, she crosses over the steps clear to the other side to make getting down just a little bit easier. So that's smart. Good technique there.
Fahey out of the Southeast and CrossFit Black Box. 2013, she was the champion in the 50 to 54 division. And Fahey will come on in. So she gets fourth in the event. Donna Bruce now. 14th entering the day. There's Bruce on the right, Natman on the left.
You see Natman, even though she can step up, she's still jumping up. So that's pretty impressive, Ted. At the later part of this event, she's still jumping up to get over that box. Nicely done.
Bruce with 12th in this division in 2017.
And you can see which one is faster, but you can also see which one would take a little bit more gas out of the tank, and that is jumping up and over.
And here comes Natman. Back to Donna Bruce. She'll come in under 9 minutes. We've got under 4 minutes remaining. There's Bella there in the middle of your screen in the pink top.
Still got her last round to go. And for Sue Vela, it doesn't look like it's the back squat that's causing her to take a little bit more time. It looks like it's definitely that muscle up.
Aramo on the right of your screen, Kelly Dean in the middle, and Lisa Olson on the left. Aramo coming off a big event win in the rope and yoke on day number 2.
Oh, big kip. She just can't quite get up and over. That's Donna Aramo on the far right I was talking about.
And here's Kelly Dean, who was in 3rd in this division in 2017.
Oh, nicely done. She did the hard part. Now if she can get out of the bottom of this ring dip, she's got to get those arms locked out. That's what the judge is looking for.
Dean out of the Southeast and repping Lightning CrossFit. Back to Bella there in the pink. Coming up on the 11-minute mark, 13-minute cap here, event number 7. Women 55 to 59. The 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. That'll be Judith Tynan coming in.
Looks like she ripped a callus there. You can see her hand looks like it's bleeding. She's kind of favoring it a little bit. Yeah. A lot of these ladies will use gymnastics wraps when they're using an apparatus like the rings.
Debbie Downing coming in.
And Debbie has been impressive this entire weekend, coming in 15th place, but she's worked hard in each event, and finishing this event is no small task. I mean, I know that a lot of these ladies looked at these muscle-ups and thought, oh man, that one's going to be a tough one for me. So to be able to come in and finish it says a lot about not only their physical ability, but their mental ability to overcome.
Back to Kelly Dean.
Overcome those muscle-ups. She has a great kip, and she's getting up and over the rings. She's sitting so low in that on top of the rings that it's pretty tough for her to get that press out from the ring dip and get those arms locked out.
Back to Bella, who was first in the open in this division worldwide. She's got 25 seconds left.
Really trying to make up as much ground as she possibly can before that time cap expires.
That's back to Kelly Dean on the left of your screen.
Yeah, Kelly's just not able to get up from that ring dip portion of the muscle up.
And the horn will sound as we get a last look at Sue Vellet, but it was Bianca Williams going back and forth just to get right ahead of Maribeth Prodromides. And let's take a look at that, Justin.
Yeah, it was quite a race, right from the opening bell all the way through until they stepped on the finish mat. Starting in on these muscle-ups, it proved to be a stumbling block for several ladies, but not for Bianca Williams and Maribeth. They were neck and neck, rep for rep with each other, pretty much until they got to the box jump overs. You see them there on those back squats. Bianca on the right with that wide stance on those back squats, but really it was just keeping your head down, pushing, trying not to get a no rep, being smooth but fast on these box jump overs. And once Bianca got there, she only got there by a second or two ahead of Maribeth, but it was enough to get first place finish in event number 7.
And for Bianca Williams, she came in second on the day, so she's trying to take advantage. But of course, coming in right behind her was the overall leader, Maribeth. So we'll see how much this does shake things up. But it'll be interesting as they go forward. But for Bianca Williams, that's just got to be encouraging. It also says to her that she was able to use that rest day effectively, and she set herself up for a good day 3 and day 4, or Saturday and Sunday here at the CrossFit Games. Let's get a look at our results here from the 55-59 division. Of course, it was Bianca Williams, just a split second ahead of Maribeth Prodromides. Jacqueline Janet coming in, followed by Colleen Fahey and the ultimate veteran Lynn Natman there. And now let's go down to Nick Zielinski, who has Bianca Williams.
Excited, Bianca Williams, another event win for you. How do you and Maribeth kind of play off each other? How does that affect your strategy in an event like that?
Well, truthfully, at this age, which I'm not saying we're old, but it's more about, we're encouraging each other. We know that each other are getting up every morning, working hard to get here and to be here. So you can't worry about what they're doing, only about what you're doing. So all of us are just, at this point, encouraging each other, want to see the best from each other. So I don't know if that's what you want to hear, but I think the world of her. I think she's an awesome person, and hopefully she feels the same about me.
I'm sure she does. You said you used the word old. We don't use that word around here. You guys are inspiring. Thank you, Bianca. Congratulations.
At this point, I'm just trying to outlive my competition, so whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Congratulations on the win. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, Bianca Williams having fun out there as she gets a big event win to start off her Saturday here at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. But we're not going anywhere. We're getting right into the women's 60-plus event number 7 as we're here inside the Alliant Energy Center Age Group Pavilion here at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. The action is heating up here inside the Age Group Pavilion. I'm Ted Ramey alongside Justin Judkins. We've got Nick Zielinski down on the floor. And now let's take a look at our lane assignments as we get set for event number 7. Standings. Let's look at our standings to see where these ladies stand. And we do see Havard there at the top of the leaderboard, and giving chase is Patty Fela, Justin. And that might be a bit of a surprise where we are right now.
Yeah, it is. You know, Patty Fela coming in on paper was probably the favorite just because she won the games last year and looked so strong through the open. However, take your hat off to Sean Havard coming in and now sits on top of the leaderboard.
And what will our women be getting into here with event number 7?
Well, 75 total reps. It's going to be 5 rounds per time of 6 ring pull-ups, 3 back squats, 125 pounds on the bar for the back squats. Then a little bit of a cash out. They're going to do those 30 box jump overs where they can actually step over if they want to. And that's going to be an 18-inch box, 13-minute time cap.
Taking a look at our lanes, we're looking at Marcia Yeager in lane number 9, John Havard in lane number 10. This is a 19-person field at this point. Patty Fela, of course, the defending champion. She is in lane number 11 as we get set here for event number 7. Let's get a look at 2 athletes we're keeping our eye on, Havard and Patty Fela right now, Justin. And with Fela, it was the rope and yoke where she ran in for us unexpected trouble.
It really was, you know. I mean, she started off the competition with a bang. She won events numbers 1 and 2 respectively. But boy, she dropped down to 15th in that rope and yoke event because of the rope climb.
Saturday is underway for the Masters Women's 60-plus division here at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. There is Patty Fela, the defending champion, but sitting in second place right now. And we wondered if her arms would be toast after she had a bit of trouble on the rope climb on the rope and yoke, but she looked all right there.
Well, very similar movements, using a lot of the same muscles, right? You're pulling with your upper body on the rope, and you're pulling here with those ring pull-ups. And she didn't have any problem with that. She was able to use a kip. She had really good form, tight through her midline and her core, and looked good on those ring pull-ups. I think these ladies will go fast. I think that it's impressive that 60-plus ladies can do ring pull-ups. The judge is looking for arms to be straight at the bottom, and then to get those chin up and over those rings, the bottom of the rings. So look how tight she's staying. Look at her form. Good kip. She's swinging those legs and using that to go unbroken through the set of 6. So very well done by Patty Fela.
We've got Long as well as Yeager there, left and right of your screen.
Yeah, I think these ladies are going to go fast. This is going to come right down to those final box jump overs because it looks like a lot of them are efficient on the ring pull-ups, and the 125 pounds not giving them much problems on the back squats.
It's Long, Yeager, and Monk left to right on your screen. Monk entered the day in 10th, and you see the 3 of them come out together to the back squat portion. It's Pauline Shasha in lane number 6.
Yeah, that judge is watching to make sure that they go below parallel and they stand up straight and tall, open the hips all the way. They've got to move their own chest piece. And you know it's going to go fast when ladies are sprinting between the chest piece and the rings.
Shasha, a 6-time Open competitor, Games rookie.
And one thing that she's doing really well, Ted, is she's pushing straight away at the top of her pull-up, and that sends her into her next swing so that she can kip right back up again. She's doing that very well.
This is Marcia Yeager we're looking at now in the middle of your screen. She entered the day in 3rd place. On the left side of your screen, you see Lisa Long there in lane number 8. She was 5th. For a little bit more, let's go to Nick Zielinski on the floor.
Good guys, it's a 3-headed race right now between Shasha Long and Marcia Yeager. And there's a big difference in the strategies each ladies are using. Shasha and Long using a very big kipping motion for these ring pull-ups. If you watch Yeager, it's almost like a strict motion, using a lot more energy. Then when they get to those squats, Lisa Long is mowing down those 3 back squats with ease. Something to watch as we get those box jumps. Also, Lisa Long a little bit taller than Yeager and Shasha. We saw in the earlier divisions, longer legs, taller athletes were able to get to those box jump overs a little bit faster. So keep your eye on Lisa Long as we get towards the end of this event.
Long on the left of your screen, Yeager on the right side of your screen. We see Havard coming up as well on the far right of your screen. Here comes Long and Yeager.
Wow, all 3 or 4 ladies
And
getting there
Patty
right at the
Fela.
same time. Look at that.
Patty Fela might have pulled just a little bit ahead there. So Patty Fela, the defending champion, trying to make a move. Back to Yeager, middle of your screen. She entered the day in 3rd. Lisa Long on the left. She was in 5th.
None of these ladies can afford a no rep.
There's Havard, the blue top. She entered the day as the leader, trying to hold off Patty Fela. Patty Fela moving ahead, trying to get back into that first place overall spot. This is Patty Fela, center of your screen.
Look how fast she is on that changeover and getting down to the other side. She's got an engine, and she's going to use it right now to pull ahead of the competitors.
The defending champ trying to get back into the lead. Judge's hand is up. It's going to be Fela coming in to take the event win.
Look at that. 4 event wins out of 7 events. Very impressive.
And Yeager injured as she comes across the line.
We've got Long in 3rd. And Dolores Jones in 4th. So several ladies, we knew it would come down to this, the way that they were getting to those box jump overs. But man, they were finishing 1, 2, 3, and 4 really close together there.
And you see Yeager pointing towards her ankle where it looked like it already might be a little taped up.
And you hate to see that. Wow, they went through those 30 reps fast.
And we see Havard come in as well. She was our overall leader, but quite a few names between her and Patty Fela, who did take event number 7. So things shaking up here Saturday at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
Yeah, you're right. With Patty Fela coming in 1st with this event and Sean Havard coming in 10th, that will also shake up the leaderboard too.
And you see that in the background on the left side of your screen, Yeager had some people over there looking at that ankle. We'll try and get an update on that as this competition continues. But that could have an impact on these standings as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Skogolski comes in, 6:14.
Fast times in this heat, well under that 13-minute time cap, Ted.
Here's Hardy. Again, 6 minutes and 40 seconds gone by. Let's throw it down to Nick Zielinski on the floor.
Guys, you always hate to see someone go down with an injury. We talked to Marcia Yeager after that rope and yoke event that she won. And remember, she had that ACL injury during the Open and was able to kind of miraculously recover. So you hate to see someone who's worked so hard sitting in a podium spot as of now. Looks like that ankle, it's an ankle issue now. I don't want to speculate too much, but it's always disappointing to see someone, especially a tough competitor like Marcia Yeager, being carried off the floor.
We get a look back at Hardy now. Thank you for the update, Nick. Yeah, something to pay attention to. Hardy's going to come in lane 7.
You hate to see that. I'm hoping that they'll be able to get some ice on it and get things taken care of so she can come back and compete later on today.
This is Lee Monk we're getting a look at now, entered the day in 10th place.
Lee had that first place finish in event number 6 yesterday.
And Monk will come in. So lane 19, Paige Lockhart, the lone competitor out there in the field.
She's on her last set of back squats. Now she'll be able to start in on those box step overs.
Lockhart was 17th in this division in 2017. Back in 2014, she was 18th in the 55-59 division after being 19th in the 55-59 in 2013, and 16th in the 55-59 in 2012.
Well, she's cruising through these box jump overs. And she's got plenty of time, Ted. She'll be able to finish under that time cap.
Yeah, you look at that veteran experience, Justin. She didn't panic when she's behind.
Yeah.
She's been here before.
Well, and it looks like she's really on familiar and comfortable territory here with these box jump overs. This is a movement she's quite adept at, and no bobbles. Really smooth and efficient as she's going up and over those. She's got time to wave at the camera and, and the crowd at home. So.
So Lockhart still having some fun here, and she's got time to get in under the cap. Judge's hand is up.
Yeah, really smooth over that box the entire time. All 30 reps, she did really fast.
And so Lockhart will make her way in. The horn sounds, and that wraps it up for event number 7 for the Masters Women's 60-plus division. So while we are talking about the event winner, Patty Fela, we're also going to be paying attention to the storyline surrounding Marcia Yeager, Justin, as she was helped off due to what we perceive potentially a lower leg injury. But let's take a look at Patty Fela right now.
Well, and I was so impressed with her technique on these ring pull-ups because look how tight she's keeping her body. It's a good controlled kip, getting that chin up over the rings and you know, really hitting the standard there. There was a fight between Long and Yeager to try to catch up to Patty. And different techniques, almost a strict pull-up by Marcia Yeager there on the right. But boy, once Patty Fela got to those box jump overs, you could see the experience in her taking over and really put the pedal down and finished ahead of everybody else for another event win. In fact, her 4th event win of the competition so far this week.
And Patty Fela is down with our Nick Zielinski.
Patty, your 4th event win of the week, and let's rewind a little bit to Thursday. The rope and yoke event, something that probably didn't go as planned for you. How did you recover from that and kind of change your mindset?
I had a lot of good feedback from my coaches and some of my fans. And they said, you got to get over it. Move on. Done. Even champions have bad days. So I believe that. I just had to be told. I had to climb from out of the dumpster, though. I was down pretty low.
With that event, it kind of puts you in the chasing position. We're used to you being out in front. What's it like being the chaser instead of the chasee?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. But you just have to put your best foot forward and go.
I mentioned to you, your crowd, your supporters, how were they pushing you through this week?
That adversity, they're the big push. That's really why I'm here, is for everybody else that can see that even at this age, you can be a fit person. So to have a bad workout and be sad about that and dwell on that is not the right thing. So for everybody else, you got to just gut it out and rise above.
Patty Fela, you're doing just that. Congratulations on the event win. We'll see you later today.
Thank you so much.
Even champions have bad days. The defending champion coming back with an event win here at event number 7, Saturday 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. She came in first, 4:34.63, in front of Marcia Yeager at 4:41.87, followed by Lisa Long, Dolores Jones, and Pauline Shasha. But of course, we're paying attention to Patty Fela. She was in second entering the day. That's going to be enough to move her up, we would imagine. She was chasing Sean Havard there, who came in 10th. But of course, Justin, we are going to be focusing on our second place finisher, Marcia Yeager.
Yeah, and you hate to see an injury at any time, on any level, but it looks like she just rolled that ankle as she's coming over that last one of those boxes. Right? Oh, ooh. Yeah, you hate to see that. And immediately, it looked like it started to swell, and they got that off and got medical attention to her right away.
So again, Yeager entered the day in 3rd place. She had a 2nd place finish there, but she was, of course, affected by that injury at the end. But Patty Fela coming back from a rough finish in rope and yoke. she gets a big event win here at event number 7 at the Masters Women's 60-plus division at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. Good afternoon, everyone, and hello from the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games inside the Age Group Pavilion at Alliant Energy Center as we get set for event number 7 for the men's 50 to 54 age group jump finish. I'm Ted Ramey alongside Justin Judkins. We've got Nick Zielinski on the floor, and as we get set for event number 7, let's take a live look at the leaderboard to see where our athletes stand, and we see Ron Ortiz up there at the top. Justin, any surprise?
Well, yes. I mean, he had an incredible day on Thursday. Coming back, he started the day at 5th place, moved all the way up to that top spot.
Again, we look at Cliff Musgrave as well. He is 22 points off the lead, and he is in a battle right now for 3rd place as well. What are our athletes getting themselves into here with jump finish, Justin?
75 total reps. We're going to break it up like this. 5 rounds for time, 6 muscle-ups, 3 back squats, 245 pounds on the bar for the men. Then once they've completed all of that work, they're going to move on and finish with